What's up, YouTube? Here is another battle for you, and a joke as well at the front, which I thought was funny, so I decided to share, because sharing is caring. Anyway, it's a you match against Meebinggeass. Excuse pronunciations, but it's the best I can do. So, whatever. So I'm expecting him to lead off with whatever, probably the Zoroark that I saw, knowing this would be a Zoroark. So I just changed from Frostlass into my Donphan, just to set up the rocks early, just for setting up rocks. But seeing that I'm going to die in the second one, barring the miss, which is highly unlikely, I go into my specially defensive Zapdos, who was Zeus's bird, so I did seal it for the battle, but I'm sure he won't mind. I mean, I haven't been hit by a lightning bolt just yet. So at this stage, I'm just stalling him and his life orb and, just healing up, as you normally do. I roar him into Aerodactyl, which is cool. No way, he swaps out into Aerodactyl. Whoa, I'm completely not paying attention. But I just roost on the switch, get some life up, missing 1 health, but I think I'm going to die either way to a Stone Edge, because that thing does have some beastly attack. I take it pretty well, considering he has the life orb, but it is not very effective, so whatever. Donphan's just sitting here. I was like, what's he going to do? Maybe I should just Ice Shard him and hope that Earthquake doesn't kill me or whatever. But whatever. Sends this in, resists it, does nothing, because it's a fully defensive Donphan. But I send in this, predicting the Overheat / the Will-O-Wisp, not knowing if it was defensive or offensive yet. Goes for the Discharge, hoping for the Paralyze. She doesn't get it. I just go for a second double pulse, expecting him to fodder, but I forgot he had the Cobalion, and I'm like, oh, justified my ass. Just retardation on a stick. Really, yes, on a stick. Anyway, I swap out into Zapdos, predicting the close combat, but he double switches, just getting rid of that +1, possibly because he actually doesn't have the Stone Edge, which I find out later on, which is good for me because that means this Zapdos can wall it regardless. I swap it, I push him back out into Cobalion, and I'm like, are you serious? And then he swaps back into Audino again, and I just roar again and into the Rotom, which is excellent considering I got the Yawn. Now he can't swap out, and I'm specially defensive, and he's like a defensive wall, so he can't really do anything to my Zapdos while I'm trying to wake it up until he gets 4 leftover recoveries, approximately, so that he can survive another Stealth Rock swap in, which is all great. So, we're just sitting here waiting for me to wake up. The first time I think I went for Roost, the second time I went for Thunderbolt, and the next 2 times I was going for Roar because I knew he was going to swap out anyway. And I wasn't sure if my Thunderbolt would have killed it, and then, yeah, whatever. Probably should have gone for Thunderbolt so it couldn't swap out and just would have killed it then, but whatever. I roam him into Audino, knowing he's going to go for the Wish, because I'm psychic like that, because he probably expected me to swap out expecting the Yawn or something ridiculous, but I just put a Toxic on it, and then I expect the Yawn that time, so I can just roar him out. I was half expecting him to switch as well to predict the Roar, but whatever. He gets his Aerodactyl back to full, but I can go into Donphan. He goes for the Own Claws, which is interesting considering Stone Edge does have that low accuracy, but Donphans can survive at least 1 Earthquake, even at +1 at less than half health. And he's got that Life Orb, so it's just going to be a trade-off of my pretty much useless Donphan now for his Aerodactyl, which has the potential to do some damage due to its speed and attack. So that's all good. So he brings out his Maractus, which is his actual Maractus, I can tell from its high health, but I sent out my Houndoom because it has that Scarf, and I just go straight for the Overheat, not caring what really came in to take it. Takes Audino to half, but I can't take it out now due to that -2, which is sad face. I wish I was that asshole trainer right now and just kicked that Pokeball away, so something else had to take the Overheat. But whatever, I send in my Frostlass knowing Audino can be taunted, but I'm expecting him to swap out now that I saw the Wish to his Rotom. So I'm just going to set up 2 layers of spikes, because I do have that sash as most Frostlasses have. Frostlass be Frostlassen, or Lastundundum, who knows what I'm talking about. But I go now for the Destiny one. He either didn't want to swap out in case whatever, but, I guess his Rotom isn't that important with the Stealth Rocks up, and my Zapdos just walling the hell out of it. So now he sends in his Zoroark, which I'm like, yo, I'm not going to overpredict and go for a Dark type move. I'm just going to take you out with that Overheat. So Houndoom did something. Congratulations. So he goes out into Audino, and I'm like, oh my god, my dog cannot deal with this fluffy bunny regenerating thing. What would you say? It's a rabbit? I think it's a rabbit. But whatever. So he sends this out, and I was expecting that, so I just went straight for that agility, or in case he protected, but no matter, because I've got that Ice Beam, and that Maractus could have gone for the Sucker Punch at least to get some damage on me, but whatever, it got taken out, showing you that Maractus has a hard time doing work in pretty much any tier. But he goes for the Yawn, stopping my sweeping capabilities up. I think his last 2 Pokemon, but you know, it's all whatever. I sent out this. I was expecting something to happen. Yes, him to swap out, expecting my something or whatever. I don't know. Like for me to overpredict or something. Who knows? Or to get the -2 or don't remember, but I just swapped straight back out into my Zapdos, and Zapdos from here manages to take out the rest of his Pokemon. I do get a crit later on the Audino, which really just made the battle shorter than it should have been, which is all good. It was a really good match, lots of switching, defensive playing, you know, trying to work my way to the victory, the inevitable victory. Ha ha ha, no, just kidding, I'm terrible, I usually lose. Just managed to get lots of victories. I don't know, what am I talking about? Oh yeah, the battle. So yeah, here's that crit I was talking about. Zeus's bird is like, I don't care if I'm paralyzed, I'm part electric, I'll show you who's boss. But anyway, I hope you guys comment, rate and subscribe, and also check out my opponent who doesn't actually have a channel, so I don't know why I'm telling you to do that, but at least thumbs up for him as well, because, you know, he did try his best, as we all do. Yeah, so peace out. See ya.